On behalf of the California Legislative Black Caucus, we proudly support H.R. 23. When you think about the legacy of Cesar Chavez, and most important, the legacy of Black and Brown Alliance, when you think about Cesar Chavez on the West Coast and Martin Luther King on the East Coast, the fact that the two never met, but they both had shared values, very important shared values that came from the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, those teachings of nonviolence, those teachings of peaceful resistance, and those teachings of fasting. And during one of the fasts that Cesar Chavez was doing in 1968 for nonviolence, Martin Luther King wrote him a letter, which is probably the only communication they had. Think about it. Two of the most powerful civil rights leaders we probably ever had in our time, only communicated once, and that's a letter from Martin Luther King to Cesar Chavez, and I'll read it to you. I am deeply moved by your courage in the fasting as your personal sacrifice for justice through nonviolence. Your past and present commitment is eloquent testimony to the constructive power of nonviolent action and the destructive impotence of violent reprisal. Your stand today is as a living example of the Mahatma Gandhi tradition with its great force for social progress and its healing spiritual powers. My colleagues and I commend you for your bravery, salute you for your work against poverty and injustice, and pray for your health and your continuing service as one of the outstanding men of America. The plight of your people and ours is so grave that we all desperately need the inspiring example and effective leadership you have given. Martin Luther King Jr., President, Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Just shows you what you can do when you have shared values, when you believe in the same thing. But most important, when you know what you believe in is right. Those two men are shining examples of the power of what communities can do when they come together and move forward. And so that's why we need to salute Cesar Chavez every day in every way. Respectfully ask that we pass H.R. 23.